talking about. Gangster out, yo.
Mic check. What's kicking, family? I'm glad you've clicked in so I can check in with you. How y'all doing? Well, this was what I've got today, man. Another installment of my Gangster series. That's right. Talking about those who can pull off the ultimate heist crime or whatever, just, how they can pull off the big bucks crime. I'm not talking like you walking down to your local bank, passing a note, getting a bag full of money, and then guess what? Poof, it explodes because you got all that dye all over you, and guess what? And they know you was the bank robber. So what we're talking about now is the recession, which I feel is a depression, but there's not that many people killing themselves except for some of those big money people who have lost money in a lot of these Ponzi schemes and people doing the shell game with millions of money. And it's just like, look, if I had the money like that, would I really trust these guys today? Would I really trust these guys today? Come on, man. These guys are better than back in the day on 42nd Street when they used to do 3-card Monte, red or the black, or they used to do the bottle tops, the bottle tops with the little P up underneath it, and you had to guess which one it was, man. And they used to take people's money all the time. And that's what I call this Gangster series. It's about how these people can take money without having to hold a gun to your head. And speaking about holding a gun to your head, this guy didn't have to. Yeah, I got this information from my newspaper. I had to open it up this morning. I got to chime in on it. Hank Morris is a former political aide to State Controller Alan Hevesy, State Controller for the New York, controlling millions and millions of money. Yo, this guy. All right, let's just run down the numbers, right? All right, New York State. He's the advisor for Hevesy. He took in $25 million from Furs as the middleman. Then New York City. He's working for some firm named Quadrangle, and a firm founded by Steve Ratner, Obama's chief auto industry bailout advisor. He's probably trying to separate himself from that as far as he can. They didn't say how much money he made from there. Long Island. Check this out. Where he lives, he registered 5 financial companies up underneath his address. Yo, wait a minute. Ain't that something? He's like, yo, I'm doing it from home. Click, 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 click. Yo, where's my bank account? More paper. How do you guys feel? Come on. I'd like to know how you folks out there feel about this kind of situation when you have trusted these officials that you have elected into the public office to help, with whatever dealings is with the government and the people, and then they got their buddies hanging out with them stealing millions. Now, hey, there's another one here. New Mexico. $150,000 fee from the Carlyle Group on a $20 million investment. Wow. Then he got $12 million in fees to New York. Look, this guy was making crazy money. And then Dan Hevesy, Alan Hevesy's son, is also involved. He received $250,000. Can I get a mere spit in the bucket on that kind of paper? I've got several bills to handle and a few things I'd like to get out of the way and make my life a little bit easier. But to go that route like these guys and then wind up getting 3 hots in a cot, I don't think so. Alrighty then. Texas. In Texas, he had some dealings and he got a kickback of $320,000. California, he did some stuff over there, and they're not even going to disclose how much money, he made. Oh, man. He had a $4 million East Hampton home where these 5 companies were set up, and all the stuff come to that address. So this goes to show you, there's a bunch of guys out there who are playing with your pension money. Look, there's a lot of union people out there. There are a lot of non-union people out there. Work hard. Scrape together $5, $10, $25, $100,000 over some years, want to invest it and get a good return on their investment. They go to these guys. They're supposed to be the gurus and of this financial stuff and know how to navigate, because they make you seem stupid. You know what? They made the formula so that they could figure it out, because it's their own little fraternity, and they can all be like, oh, okay, man, they can do their own 3-card Monty on you, because they've got your money, they got this money, and they just keep shuffling the deck, and if you keep missing, you lose your money. And that's what these big high profile financial advisors, financial brokers, all these guys who are licensed. Wait a minute. He said he was licensed. Yo, so they should go after them. And they should go after them companies, because them companies were enablers, culpable, and in concert with these people doing something. Don't they have some checks and balances, going on here? Say, why is this guy making the money, or is everything legal? I guess everything is legal, because Heavy C, his friend, he became a licensed financial advisor, set up the thing at the house to hide it. It says here, he set it up so that they could hide some of this money. So there was some illegal hanky-panky going on. And I tell you, that Hank Morris, he's gangster. Because, wow, 25 million here. All right, 200 million. Aldous got a 200 million investment from New York State Pension. See, because they were moving the money around the country to these different states to invest in things, and they were getting crazy kickbacks. If that's the case, man, you don't need to make that kind of money. What about us little guys, the ones who put the money in these pension funds, then they go belly up, and then who's to blame? And then we got the mayor coming down wanting to give a crazy tax hike, and that's going to screw everything up. They're screaming that they're trying to do a bailout for the MTA. Then on top of it, this is what really gets me, is the public library. They want to shut down operations of libraries for certain days, get rid of libraries. The library is an outstanding resource. It has now become someplace where you can really get some resources and do whatever you need to be an entrepreneur, to do job training, to take a language class, to take a resume writing class. They have an investment class. They have all kinds of stuff available to the public, which they can use to help them advance monetarily in this new age, where they can, reset their skills. They don't necessarily always have to go to those organizations and those nonprofit type deals, that say, yeah, we can help you come back into the workforce, and with all this other kind of training and stuff like that. Hey, sometimes there's some criteria that they try to make you jump through hoops when it's very simple. All you need is retraining to be re-entered into the workforce so that you can get a better paying job and a much more secure job. That's all we ask. And with guys like Hank Morris sticking up the pension funds like that, we don't know how long and how far and how deep this mess is. Man, that's gangster, Mr. Batch.
Yeah.